About that weeding that needs...
Henry.
Go to the herb.
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told... Those plants have their...
I see.
Once you've cleared the garden of...
Don't worry.
God be with you.
Quiet!
To me.
Wait here for me. Stay.
Heal. It's done.
Did you weed the bed?
Not a leaf waste.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with...
Take care.
That's a good boy. That's my boy. Were you satisfied with my weeding?
You're a fine fellow. Truly, I couldn't have done a better job. Here's the reward. You earned it.
Take care.
Would you teach me more?
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
You can't become a master.
Well. Do you need any more help?
Knowledge of herbal remedies. We have some new brothers who are meant to help me with the wounded.
I'm not much of a...
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching. Just
That sounds easy. I'll be right...
don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy. One more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest and use the blank pages.
An old book.
God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
hope I can be of some...
I've taken care of the lads who were bothering you. You'll have a quiet evening tonight.
God bless you, lad. And here's something...
If anything else grieves you, just...
God be with you. What was that noise?
Hey, lad, don't you want a little wager on the Rat-Aid tournament?
Well, you're a sight for...
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. You wouldn't happen to know of any job?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai.
That's bad. Those two need...
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old.
I will. How did things work out?
They both got jobs thanks to you.
I'd like to know... So, how...
It's a big town with good strong walls, so...
What do you think of the Lord?
He comes from the glorious line of the Lords of Lipa. Folks say he's a bit...
Who's this Sir Hans Capon?
He's actually the real Lord of Rattay, and Sir Hanush is only his guardian, because Sir Hans is underage and his father is dead. Folks say...
How are the Skalitz folk?
They're alive.
Do you know anything?
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them.
That's all.
God bless.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Skalitz, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't... But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they?
They're good men.
That's God's own truth. Love thy neighbour. Tell them I'll give them a chance.
Good luck then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Berg and Budweis, I reckon.
Bear men want to go to Brandenburg.
Oh, why's that?
They say someone there owes them a pile of...
I want to challenge you again.
If you like.
I reckon I have.
We'll see then. Let's do it then.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That time...
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its way.
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing...
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvold Castle. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her... Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Oh, he might have been after a bit of...
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window, and I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ. That sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So a week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide.
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course,
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something...
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was... Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me. Since, on the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Colleen is a royal city. So he was there to represent the...
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he...
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time.
I'd like to ask about...
Ask away.
What about the fellow they...
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me nearly every time he was right. And
those Behrman brothers are quite...
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skew...
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But there is a beat. Real soldiers. As long as they don't get too drunk, then there's no keeping them under control.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole...
Oh, now you've got me curious.
Sure, why not?
What about that dumb one?
The stone? Oh,
just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko. When we ran... You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran in...
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole... When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the car. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was... Then the Behrman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your...
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't...
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him.
Like her son?
I wouldn't go that far. But
You were pretty hard on him, though.
the boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third.
True. So Radzig...
There's all sorts of... But it's a long...
Well, nobles can be very devout some...
Not my old man. He cursed like a... Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told. Then, one frost... A few weeks... Oh, but... you're telling me...
Can you tell me something?
What do you want to...
Why do they call you Dan...
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end.
Ah,
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time, there was a proper night for you. Full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as they stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back. And
but how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days.
Jesus.
I didn't. When Kuno found me, they cut me down, took the rope off me, and someone gave me a kick.
Henry! Hey, Henry!
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you. If you...
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so...
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new,
All right. I'll have a word with him. Hey, Jakey.
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry.
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they... To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with...
I bet you were glad...
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either.
Another archer, someone who knows something about healing.
Well, surely you can't be any worse.
No, only at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy one.
Not now, maybe.
Oh, come on, you, shy? You just said you...
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaires in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter. I spent half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see.
It still is tough.
Jakey sent me to you. Something about a ring?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me...
Mm-hmm.
Who has it? Does Dangler have it?
Mm.
All right. How should I get it?
Have you thought about where to head next?
Should we ride out?
Aye. We ought to set out on patrol about... I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything...
North of here, Samapesh and...
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those...
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to...
Sure. Chief.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, perky, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye. It reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. And it always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girls' sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight. To the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief, I think there's something going on over there.
Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled. What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef no one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you've got your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book and shut the fuck up?
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Still smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far.
Half of these corpses have hairy backs, including the women.
Looks like it happened fast. No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals. Poor wretch. Kuno will want to know about this. They can't be all that clever, or they'd have taken... God almighty. They weren't even armed. Jesus Christ, what a massacre. What a pile of shit. I wonder if they found anything valuable at all.
Good friend.
That's my boy. Let's see what you can seek.
Not much of a harvest so far.
Did you find any tracks?
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn.
Towards dawn?
Meaning towards the east. Apart from the mounted ones, there were some men on foot too.
Oh, they can't move too fast then.
No, and what's more, they left a trail of blood. One.
Nice work. Thanks. Poor creature. Hunted down like game. Looks like they carried away a lot of stuff. They went this way. Seems they met some resistance at the farm. What a waste. But at least I know which way they went.
There they are.
Maybe 30 might turn up.
That's all very well. Only another 10
What's
will
going
surely
on
go
there?
missing along the way. And then we'll bring on
What's
the 20.
that?
How do you mean, fishy?
Well, I could live with 25 if 5 went your way.
Mother of
10.
God.
25's a nicer sum, I'll grant you.
Get on with it then.
To heel, Mutt.
Hey! Hey! Who's there? We have to get going soon. Hurry up!
Sure. What was that about that shield?
What do I know? I can't read.
Seems to me we raided that
Hey.
farm on account of that shield and not the loot.
Well, the chief wants to fuck that bastard Kabila over, and we sure did that.
Corbilla? Who's he? Some local lord?
He won't be for long if we keep this up.
I'd like to know why the chief's got it in for this Corbilla.
What's going...
Mother of God! Mother of God!
Yeah, cutthroats?
Well, I never. Pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. Is that all you've got? I'll slaughter you.
Hey, who's there? What was that? I must have imagined it. Steve! God! Come here, quick! There's a thief over there! Help! Arrest that thief! I see a thief! God!
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle!
Ah, kurwa!
Surrender! You were seen stealing. You should have thought twice.
Oh well, what can I...
You've paid for your... And since...
Are you looking for me?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Is this your dagger?
That's it. In fact, there's just one last little...
Last, you say?
After he threw me out of the house, that bastard put another woman in my place, a younger one. And he gave her my trunk with my diary. Can you believe? I want you to get the key to that trunk. That bitch.
Well, wouldn't it be simpler if I just brought you...
That's sweet of you. But there are some things I have to do myself. I want to...
What about my reward?
Just wait a little while, please. First, I have to get my revenge. And then I'll pay you back tenfold. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
20.
What's that?
Supposing 8 wins.
Who's there? Hey!
How do you mean, fishing?
What's going on there?
Well, I could live with 25.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willing for the slaughter.
You call that combat?
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? Who's there?
God. What's...
What have we got here? Entertainment? Great.
Well, I never. Who's that?
What's that?
What's going...
Is that all you...
Look what I've got.
You'll love this.
Who's there? What's going on there? Hey, who's there? What's going... Hey, who's there?
Who's there?
Hey, who's there?
What's that? Who's there?
Hey, who's there? What's that? Who's there? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey, who's there? Hey, who's there? What's going on there?
Hi. Who's there? Hi. Who's there? Who's there? What's going on there? What's that? What's that?
What's
Hey,
going on there?
who's there?
Hey!
What the hell was that?
I've got you, you dog. You'll soon be sorry for
What have we got
shooting.
here? Entertainment. Great.
Look what I've... You'll love this.
Is there something you need?
That's putting it mildly. I can't do it in cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic, hates mustard, and bacon is too common for him.
Oh, I see. That's a nuisance.
Can you think of anything I can do with it?
Look, it's all about the seasoning. Just roast it with a bit of lard, the same as you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia...
I'll ride out right away.
Go. Ride like the devil. If they openly left a message like that, then I reckon there's trouble on the horizon.
What's that?
I got the ring from Dangler. Yeah, well, I suppose there's not much more either of us can say about it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, thanks to you too.
How was it you said again? That the letter B is a wench with a belly on her.
Can you tell me something?
Why not?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Ah, it's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coins since last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name...
What happened?
Nah, we just wanted to come back to...
You and Petter seem very...
As brothers should be, lad.
Nah, to tell...
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma and not...
Oh.
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found us in a village when I was still a baby, and Petter hardly walking, playing in the dirt. Their leader took a shine to us for some reason. He took us away and raised us up. A few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined...
So you two never had... Well,
A normal life. We ride from one fight to another, risking our necks and killing who they... Yeah.
Mother of God.
I'd like to...
And what is it? That can be...
Fine.
I'm sure you'll be...
I'd like to make you...
And what is it?
I'd like that.
That can be arranged?
Fine.
I'm sure you'll be...
Yeah.
God save you. Goodbye.
How are you?
Take care. See you later. God be with you.
Greetings. God be with you.
The Lord be praised.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a...
Christ! It seems Pribislav is...
No, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a... As I expected, old...
What happened between you and...
That's a long story.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zulus and a neighbouring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zulus had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zul family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realise the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realised things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally...
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
I'd like to ask something about the...
Sure.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about you?
Henry, my boy, honour is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honour, but an abuse of honour. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
What happened between...
That's a lot...
Well, if I'm to know what I'm up at...
True. All right, in a nutshell. Several years ago... So, I hanged the head of the family. Ever since then, they've had it in...
But you acted in good con...
Yes, although in retrospect it might seem excessively...
What happened between...
That's a long... See you later.
Watch what you're doing. There's people walking here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hey, Henry! I'd like a word with you.
How was it, you said again?
What's it about, Stefan?
Ah, Henry. The very man I want.
Me?
Come on, don't bother.
I'll help you.
I want to steal the ring from the stone while he's asleep. But that fella, and I've got a feeling you're the kind of...
Sure.
Great. I knew I could count on you.
Stefan.
What is it you want to know?
Fucking good. You're priceless, you are.
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zool?
I'd say you and Sir Radzig are very fortunate.
Is he?
Dealing with bastards like Hagen Zool demands both courage and sharp wits. It's not a commonplace...
I'm curious how...
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you can't all...
No, I suppose...
Oh, well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the...
Oh. But...
Really?
No, I don't think so.
I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although... Now I think of it, maybe it wasn't that different in a way.
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea what you mean.
Me?
Maybe another time. My head...
As you wish. Shame, though.
I'd been to see Sir Radzig.
So how did he take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy about it.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zul's plundering my estates either.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the air.
That makes sense. I don't think he'll come to us. So we'll just have to hope we run into him. I'd like to check out the big forest to the north, and then carry on via Ujits.
Sure.
Mount up then, and let's go.
Please, can we stop for a bit? My arse is aching, and I've such a thirst I could drink a moat dry.
Same here. What do you say, Chief?
Not to worry. We'll reach it soon. We'll spend the night there.
I heard they've got a peculiar priest there. They say he drinks like the devil himself.
There's nothing strange about that. Every other man of the cloth is a swill pot.
Or a lecher.
Or both.
Quiet. Listen.
For the love of God, help! Please, sir, help me.
Don't worry, lass. Nothing to fear. We're with Sir Radzig, in the manner of speaking. What's the matter?
These brigands came. The menfolk fled and left us there. They started pillaging the place, drinking whatever they could find and smashing things. I ran off, but the other girls, We've got to save them. Please, I beg you.
Easy, lass. Drinking, you say?
Aye, sir. They rolled the casks into the courtyard and started swilling like pigs from a trough.
Well, as our old cook used to say, if you want to make a proper goulash, you should soak the meat in ale for a while to soften it first.
Ah, let 'em get well soaked, and then go and chop 'em up. Good thinking, Chief.
But what about the girls? Those men, they were...
Ah, I'm sure your friends won't be getting nothing they ain't had before.
Well, unless they be nuns.
Kuno, the girl's right. If we delay, her friends will pay the price for it.
I appreciate your advice, Henry. But it's caution that'll keep you alive, not chivalrous deeds.
How do you think Sir Radzig will look if you let that happen? What will people say?
If I cared what people say, I wouldn't be a mercenary. It's no skin off my nose.
Well, I can tell you, Sir Radzig cares, and so do I. So we better ride there right now.
All right. I hope your Radzig will take care of my funeral mass too. My sin-burdened soul will need a bit of a push to get through the gates of heaven.
Don't worry. They won't be as drunk as you'd like, but they won't be entirely sober either.
True enough. Let's do it then. Right. We better try and save those girls from Hagen's brutes. Let's go!
Who wants their back covered?
My right arm is stiff since last night. Cover that side for me.
It's all in the wrist, Dangler.
And best to take off your gauntlet first, so as not to do yourself an injury.
Still, it's always good to have your helmet well polished before battle.
Good work, lads.
Come and fight nicely, so I don't have to start making insults about your kin.
Look what I've got. You'll love this.
Well then, reckon you can take me on? I'll give you a chance to show what you're made of. You'll have a better fight with me than with Pedder. No whiskers to tickle your knuckles.
I should have been rolling. I wanted to ask.
Let's throw a few dice, eh?
But when I went to executions, I always took a roll with me. With cheese. Or bacon. Like that time when they executed that timber rafter who was murdering people all around there. Or maybe it was that Jew with a limp they hanged. No, the Jews in Colleen are well off. Too well off. They have no need to go around killing people. Except Jesus. Maybe they poisoned a well. But that one over by...
They left us some damn good booze here. And as my old man used to say, the fire of battle must be quenched. Of course, the only battle he was ever in was with Ma. But still, it fits. Anyway, I hope you'll drink with us.
Sure. Why look a gift horse in the mouth?
My words exactly. Me and the lads were just saying how we know nothing about you. Most of the folk around here have hardly been further than the village market. But you must have seen a thing or two.
Come and count some spots, eh, Henry?
That I have. I suppose you heard about the raising of Skalitz?
Aye, I heard. And Radzig told me you're from there. But that's probably not the kind of story to go with wine and good cheer.
Have you heard of Sir Hans Capon?
I heard his name mentioned in Colleen, in connection with some wench, as I recall. A young dandy, eh?
Yeah, that's him. He's going to inherit Rattay once he comes of age. I run some errands for him now and again. Well, once we were at the baths together, and his lordship wanted to seduce one of the bath maids.
Naturally, that's what the baths are for, among other things.
Yeah, but with Sir Hans, nothing is ever straightforward. First, I had to play strip dice.
That's good. Did you win?
I did, but I had to strip myself anyway to get into the tub. Only no sooner had I done so than his lordship demanded wine from the castle cellars, which is a long fucking way from there.
I reckon you're a man who can't resist a challenge.
If I'd been sober. I went all the way there and back in my undergarments, and no sooner was I back than he sent me to pick flowers for the girl from the castle gardens.
It's starting to sound like a fairy tale with 3 wishes.
Well, actually, he probably did have a third wish, but he didn't get a chance to say it.
How's that?
Well, I got back only to find the girl's sweetheart, some guard called Arsenballs, well, that's what Sir Hans called him, trying to drown him in the bath.
Drown a nobleman over a wench. That's balls, all right.
Well, Sir Hans was naked and drunk, so he didn't look very noble. Anyway, I tackled this fella and saved Sir Hans from him. It could have all got out of hand, but it ended with only a few bruises. Sir Hans never got his way with the girl, though.
All that trouble for nothing. Tell us another.
Let's just drink, eh?
Those are the words of a man.
Heel.
Look what I've got.
You'll love this.
Hammer them!
Beszarás. És pont mikor kedvem lenne valaki.
Na mi van? Megérte ez neked?
Beszarás! És pont amikor...
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Get in!
Look what I've got. You'll love this.
Yeah.
Hey!
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howell.
I won't. What happened?
We... might... but don't get involved, Henry.
Wait, who exactly did you pummel?
Well, he kept on bothering... in a nutshell, it was his fault, and we're not...
But couldn't there be a way to settle it?
There isn't.
Well, don't be a twat, Fritz. The two of you are up to your necks in shit, and you're gonna play...
Go to hell, Henry. You...
No. I need a helping hand.
Bailiff, eh? Well, your worship.
See you later.
The miller and Ledetchka.
You really found work for us?
Of course.
Thanks, Henry.
What?
The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen until...
Nah, that doesn't matter.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week.
I'd like you to teach me.
Certainly.
I want to achieve.
All right, but it'll cost. Now, pay close attention. Good luck, then. Jesus, what...
Hey, I've got this thing going in...
Sorry, Henry, old pal. God be with you.
Yeah.
See you later. Take care.
I've got those herbs you...
Let me see if you have... Excellent. You have all the plants.
I certainly did. Here it is.
Thank you for everything. I'll set someone the task of scraping away the old ink and making the herbarium.
It was my pleasure.
I just won't get any sleep.
Would you teach me more...
Certainly.
I want to...
You can't become...
Well...
See you later.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they...
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt...
I really don't care. Let them live in...
Isn't that a little unchristian? You wouldn't want
Well, those were just idle threats, really. If they come and...
God be with you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Hey, twat face.
About your brawl with Elias. Your best friend settled the matter.
You're serious?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to him and promise you'll pay the debt somehow.
We won't forget this. On my honour. Thanks. Goodbye.
God's blessings. May the Lord watch over you.
Would you have anyone here who would work as a groom for me in Pribyslavitz?
Well, there might be, but we're still getting things back. Poor Mark could do with a change. He's not been himself since that night. Always staring at the ground like he can still see those dead horses. I'm afraid it's not good for him being here, but I can't just trust...
Not to worry. I'll take good care of him. And I can really use someone who understands horses.
It'd do him good to move away and leave those ghosts behind. Especially if his... But who's going to do his job here?
You know it would be the best thing for Mark. But if it's as you say, the poor lad could lose his mind here.
Oh, dear. It'll be hard to manage without him, but you're right. Very well, then. You have my permission.
Do you need a hand with anything around here?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. Throw out everything that's burnt, hire new stable boys. But why bother? There's just no point anymore, especially since no one will buy from me. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... Now he's been murdered. His lordship has stopped buying. Although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know, really. But maybe you could find out? Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince Sir Divish.
Why me? Why not go yourself or send a stable boy?
I need all my stable boys here, and besides...
But how?
Race? I can't go running around like a March hare just to win some custom. I've got...
No, not you. A horse race. The winner will determine who Sir Divish buys from.
Ah, I see. And I was afraid I'd have to try and outrun people half my age with these old aching knees of mine.
All right, I'll go and ask.
That would be very kind of you, lad. Goodbye.
I hope I can be a help.
I'm glad to see things getting back to normal here. How are you coping?
All right, I suppose.
What is it? Are you still troubled by that night?
All the time. Whenever I close my eyes, I can still see all that blood and... Those bastards curse this place. I can't look anywhere without seeing carcasses.
Well, I can help you. I've got stables in Pribyslavitz, and I'll need someone there who knows horse.
You? You?
Safe as houses. Any bandits or cumans we didn't kill ran from the woods so fast you couldn't see their heels for dust. And there's not so many people there, so if you prefer talking to horses...
Ha ha! Horses can't talk. But...
I already asked her, and she said yes.
She'll let me go? Really?
God be with you.
May the Lord watch over you.
You look pleased.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Hey. Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you. Anything else? the matter with you? What's it to be? Hey, who's there? Is someone there?
To heal, Mutt. Look what I've got. You'll love them.
God grant you...
Here's the key to the trunk.
At last! Now I have everything I need, and I'll be happy again. Thank you, lad. Come and see me tomorrow. I'll pay you everything I owe you, and a lot more.
What will you do now?
Now I'll take what's mine. That's all. Take care.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Do you want something?
To me.
What's that? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. Looking for something around here? Look out.
What the?
What do you want here? Hop it, or I'll call a guard.
Hey,